You're watching Chad's
Go to hell.
Chad's beer reviews.
That's how it should be.
Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure. You can tell just by his guy is a bona fide beer nut. So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Part 1 of a 5-part special where all this week we're going to be looking at St.Bernardus. They make this 6-pack, which I think they only make like 6 beers, maybe 7. So in this, you get 6 of them right here. We already reviewed the Abbott 12 a few weeks ago when we did the Westphalian 12. So I have the other 5 beers to look at, and we're going to be starting with the witbier. As you can see, I'm using my 𝐒𝐩𝐤𝐈 glass. Now there's no description on the bottle, but I just was looking on their website, and it did say something about the godfather of 𝐒𝐻𝐤𝐈, something to do with Saint. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I do like the cap on here though. You notice it has the same colors as 𝐒𝐻𝐤𝐈, like the kind of navy blue and silver. It's kind of weird drinking a wit beer in, you know, the middle of autumn like this. And just like the label on the glass would indicate, this does look a lot like 𝐒𝐻𝐤𝐈, although it looks a lot darker to me. It's that kind of, you know, passion fruit juice color, but super hazy. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to swirl up the yeast. You know, I actually did tip the bottle to kind of get the yeast mixed up inside the bottle. It's the problem with like when you're drinking these bottle conditioned beers, it's like there's so many, you have to finesse it, and like certain people say do it this way, other people say do it that way. You know, don't drink the yeast, do drink the yeast. So I can't please everybody all the time. I'm just gonna drink it my way. So anyways, like I said, passion fruit juice kind of color. Not a whole lot of head on there. It's kind of it's just like a white kind of soapy thing dissolved away. There's a 250 milliliter line right there. Maybe I can get the whole thing in here. Oh yeah, it looks like I can. Alright. As for the smell, has that kind of typical Belgian white kind of smell, where it smells kind of like white wine. Similar to the Westphalian blonde of the 3 greens, as I said, the sour white grape, Granny Smith apple, and like a green pear. Now I know this is made with coriander and orange peel, but I don't particularly get those spices in the nose, but we'll see if I get them in the palate. Wow. It's very sharp. It's not tart, it's not sour, it's just like a sharp presence across the tongue. And it's not spicy. Like a lot of these Belgian beers, they tend to dance on your tongue as they're going down. This is just like one smooth motion, like whoosh. It makes its presence known, like as soon as it hits my lips and just like tip of the tongue. It's like a, I don't want to say intense feeling, but it's like a very, you know, like energetic feeling. Pretty refreshing. Finish is fairly clean, not a whole lot of aftertaste. It's the body is like a little thin. It's thin, but it really makes itself known in the mouth. And I'm not saying the drinkability is low on it. I'm saying the drinkability is actually pretty good on this. You know, it's nice and refreshing. Goes down smooth. It's just that while it's in your mouth, it's like really making itself known, you know. Do get kind of a green apple kind of flavor now. Not very complex beer though. Fairly simple. I'm noticing, a little more of it's like a green apple and kind of a Macintosh apple aftertaste, especially as Henry always says, like when you exhale through the nasal cavity, it really comes out. It's like green and red apple is pretty nice. Overall, I mean, this is a good beer, but it's not like amazing me. And they made a point on the back of saying drink 2 to 6 degrees Celsius. Well, I know 0 degrees would be 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so 2 would only be a little bit above that, like high 30s, low 40s. So, I mean, it's okay to drink this straight from the fridge. It's not like the Westphalian 12 and 8, you're supposed to drink at room temperature. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Not gonna go too high on this, but hopefully this isn't low enough to offend the Belgian fanboys out there. But honestly, I'm gonna go 7 for the St.Bernardus Wit. It's a good beer. Nothing particularly wrong with it, but nothing about it like really stands out and makes me, not a whole lot of wow factor there. I mean, it's just like, this is the Belgian equivalent of like a lawnmower beer or something like that. I do like the refreshing aspect of it, and the drinkability is pretty high. It's just that the flavor is very, the presence in the mouth is very sharp, and it's not particularly robust or complex, but it's good for what it is. So anyway, St.Bernardus Wit beer, 7 out of 10. It's a good beer. I like it. And stay tuned for the next 4 days where we'll be killing the rest of this 6-pack, which is now a 4-pack because I already drank 2. Anyways, I'm rambling here, so thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.